Buenos dias, adventurers! Today we are in Mérida, which is actually the capital of the Yucatan. We partnered with Remixto, as we've mentioned previously, and we've been staying in these amazing Airbnbs, which we will link to below so that if you come, you can stay there as well. One of the cool things they do is that when you stay in their places, they offer these experiences, as they call them, and one of them, which we will be doing today, is an in-house cooking session. So we are about to go meet up with Marisol and Patricia. They're going to take us to a local market. We're gonna get all of the ingredients we need to make some traditional dishes from the Yucatan.
We have arrived at a giant indoor market. I have to apologize, I lost my microphone in yesterday's video on the way over here to Mérida, so it's gonna be a little bit loud, but I have a replacement microphone coming. But this market looks amazing. There's a lot going on here.
So many fruits and veggies, all kinds of stuff.
Lots of smells too. I think we smell durian back there. Yeah. If you're not familiar with durian, look that up because it is the worst tasting fruit I've ever had in my life. We just learned that this is called chaya, and if you touch it when it's raw, it'll make you itch. But if you cook it and eat it, you're fine. So we're gonna be apparently making a drink with this, pineapple with chaya.
Yes.
Awesome. I can't wait, it's gonna be great.
That sounds so refreshing. Yes.
This place is crazy, you guys. It's very tight and a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know how you choose which stall to go with. Everything looks
so much
perfect.
You guys, they're literally grinding all of the corn back there. It comes out down there, and then they create tortillas from them.
So we were just in the Lucas de Galvez market, and now we are over in the San Benito market to get even more goodies.
This is like the 20th random corridor we went down. We are completely lost, but our guides know exactly where they're going. We're currently in the meat department, and I've never seen so many animal carcasses just hanging up. They're everywhere.
Every part is hanging up, every part.
We decided to get a bag of these little guys called guaya, right?
So they have a big seed in the middle, which is a little unfortunate, but the outside tastes like candy. It's amazing. We just got back, and now we are gonna start cooking. And we are definitely probably gonna turn the AC on, because it is pretty toasty out here today, guys. Okay, so we're back in the kitchen, and they are getting everything ready. But the dishes we are going to try are sopa de lima, panuchos, and salbutes, and they're throwing in some ceviche because we all love it so much. You might be able to find these dishes all over Mexico, but they are actually traditional Yucatan dishes, so we're getting an authentic experience.
To get started, we're gonna be making like some fruit smoothies. So Allison's getting started chopping up the pineapple.
It almost is like mint and pineapple almost,
yeah.
But not
yeah, it has
quite.
Kind of a minty quality.
More of like an earthy taste to it. Well, that is sheer perfection on a hot day.
So I didn't really realize this, but to make ceviche, you cook the fish with the lime juice. So you fill that up just above the fish with lime juice, and then kind of cooks in their little chemical process.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long, I don't think.
Yeah.
She's, I guess, just gonna squeeze a bunch in there, and then you wait to add the tomato until the end. Otherwise, I think it gets really like mushy and gross.
Now we're adding a little salt to it and a little bit of pepper. So the ceviche is pretty much cooked, you can tell because it's turned white. So now we're chopping up some tomatoes and we're gonna put them in there.
That is amazing. It's super limey and salty and awesome. And the fish is just so soft and tender. Perfect.
Is this what it tasted like when you guys made it?
I don't think it's hard to.
Every ceviche is
They're
different.
all good, yeah.
But still really fresh and really good.
So the chicken we're gonna be using in all of the dishes we're making today, except for the ceviche. So we've put in some salt, some pepper, and some dried oregano.
So Marisol just told us that we are going to get to make our own tortillas. These are the tortillas that we pressed ourselves, and now we're frying them so that they puff up, and they're going to be the base for the salbutes. We are getting ready to make the panuchos, which I believe is the time when we will stuff the tortillas with beans and then fry them. Just take a little bit of the beans. We're going to fill it without breaking.
Check it out, now we got like a little bean hot pocket. That's awesome. The chicken got a little bit smoky. Between the onions and the smoke in the air, I'm like tearing up for real. But the chicken looks amazing.
Eric's about to try a sour orange. Woo!
It's very sour. Also, I squeezed a little into my eyes. Plus, I can hardly see because of the onions and the smoke. So, all in all, a good day. We're starting off with the sopa de lima, and it is absolutely delicious.
Yeah, we got some veggies in here, some homemade tortilla strips, a lime, of course, or limon, and or I guess it's lima, right?
Yeah,
I'm
lima.
getting it all wrong. It's lima, and then chicken. You guys, this is like the best version of chicken soup ever.
It's kind of like tortilla soup, huh?
Yeah, it's like tortilla soup. So we use the sour oranges to pickle the onions in here, and it gives it a really like sweet and tangy taste, which I haven't really had before, but it's magical. All right, so it is all ready. These are the salbutes, which are the fried tortillas with all the chicken and everything on top. And then these are the panuchos, which we stuffed with the bean and onion mixture, and then also has the exact same topping for us. But I think you can do it various ways, but this is how we're doing with the chicken and veggies on top.
So I'm gonna try the panuchos first. You give me these are the ones that are filled with the beans on the inside. I'm gonna make sure I get a nice little chunk here that has a lot of bean in it. And I got mine without onions, because I'm not a fan of onions.
No cebollos.
Tomato down. I lost a tomato, you guys. It's very good. Earlier, I did the rub on the chicken, and that is what makes the chicken for me. It's very good. Very crispy. Can't go wrong with tortilla filled with bean dip. The technique is to make sure you get every single thing on here in one bite. That's where the skill comes in. Josh had the bright idea of adding some lime to these. I think that's going to take it to the next level.
It's gonna freshen up just the right amount.
Oh yeah. So this meal is absolutely delicious, but it was missing something. Some Mexican cerveza.
Some soul.
Now this meal's got soul. Gracias. Josh is attempting to fly the drone through the living room. That's terrifying.
Yeah, muffing it.
So I hope you guys enjoyed our little in-home cooking session today. Huge thank you to Patricia and her daughter Marisol for cooking for us today and taking us around to the market, because that was amazing. And also a shout out to Remixto, the company that's been hooking us up with their amazing place to stay in and that amazing experience that we got to do today. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Tomorrow we are actually headed back to Cancun briefly before we head out to Cuba, which is going to be freaking amazing. But first we're going to do one more little experience here. We're going to go on a house tour around Mérida because it actually has a huge kind of French colonial influence. So the architecture here is amazing, if you couldn't tell by this Airbnb that we're staying in.
And I think we're also going to show you a little bit more of this place here, because I'm not sure if you guys were able to see it too much in our last couple vlogs, but it's an absolutely beautiful place we're staying in.
It's amazing and very affordable if you're traveling with a group, and there's so much space. It's just been, we're really sad to leave this one. I feel like we've been saying that for the last few vlogs, but they've just all been so cool. The architecture in all these places we've been staying is just so different, and the locations in the Yucatan and all around the peninsula have just been pretty awesome. I guess we're gonna leave you here, adventurers. Good night.
We'll see you on the road.